time. Good job.
Good job, buddy.
Okay. I call to order the meeting for Bedford Township for November 19th, 2024. Please stand for the pledge. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, at this time, if Pastor Rick from Compelled Church could open us up in prayer.
Appreciate the opportunity. If you don't mind bowing your head and praying with me. Lord, we thank you, Father. We just come before you. We're grateful for the blessings that you've bestowed on our lives, God, and the gifts that you've given us, Lord. And so we come before you tonight and ask for your guidance and your wisdom. Your word says that where we lack wisdom, if we ask, that you're faithful to give it to us. And so, Lord, I pray for this board and as decisions are made tonight, God, that you would continue to guide, to give wisdom and discernment in those things. And we just pray a blessing on Bedford Township, Lord. And we're grateful to live in this amazing township with amazing families, great leadership. And we don't take that lightly, Lord. And so continue to guide us, support us, encourage us, God. Protect us, we pray. And we just ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, item 2 is the approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
Support.
Okay, motion and supported. Any discussion? Okay, could you call the roll, please?
Mr. Gore?
Aye.
Ms. Janusik? Aye. Mr. Steiner?
No.
Mr. Bruning?
Aye.
Mr. Montroy?
Aye.
Hirschberger votes aye. Mr. Peroni?
Aye, the motion passed 6-1. Item 3, consent agenda. The agenda committee recommends to approve and place on file minutes from the November 12th, 2024 regular meeting of the Bedford Township Board. B, general savings, pooled funds and CD reports from the treasurer for October 2024. And C, balance sheet and revenue expense report for the period ending October 31st, 2024.
Go ahead and make a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
Support. Okay, motion is supported by Bruning. Any discussion? Okay, could you call the roll, please?
Mr. Gore?
Aye.
Mr. Bruning?
Aye.
Mr. Montroy?
Aye.
Ms. Janusik?
Aye.
Mr. Steiner?
Aye.
Hirschberger votes aye. Mr. Peroni?
Aye, the motion passed 7-0. Okay, up next is presentations from the Monroe County Sheriff's Department.
Good evening, Joe Hammond with the Sheriff's Office. You have the packet with your stats from the month of October, as well as speed sign data. Once again, the stats are all within what we've been experiencing here in the township, nothing outside of the ordinary. And the speed data is again at 90% plus compliance, so we're doing real well in that area. We haven't had anything that was, if I will, newsworthy to report in the last month. Do we have any questions?
Appreciate the update.
All right. Do it again.
Probably good if it's slow news.
Yeah, slow news cycle is always good for us, right? So, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service, sir, and appreciate your ongoing support in the township. So, all right. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Okay, item 8A, vouchers for payment. Ms. Hirschberger?
Public comment.
Public
Oh,
comment.
we got public comment. 5 minutes for board agenda items only. State the agenda item you'll be speaking on.
Gail Kane, 1056 West Temperance. He scooted before I could ask. He didn't make any reference to the fact that the union contract has just been renewed for the Sheriff's Department. So I'm curious as to what that will do for our rates with our contract deputies. Secondly, if I may ask, did I catch that Mr. Steiner voted no for the agenda? And I don't know if it's obligatory that he share with us, but I certainly would be interested in knowing. Down to D, the board meeting schedule. You will be asked to approve that again, which you do yearly, but it seems yearly there's adjustments made. And so I'm just wondering whether anybody took the time to really go over it and make those adjustments ahead of time instead of 2 weeks before that meeting date. And in regards to E, I followed that quite a bit, was at the meetings, was over to the area, spoke with some of the people that wanted to change their facilities for the marijuana plant, so to speak. And given that this area has been under such contention, and we've got buildings being torn down and there's vacant lots, I'm just wondering if it would behoove the township to consider putting that particular area, Stearns Road with its crosswalk, all the way down to State Line under a corridor authority, so that hopefully as these properties improve, the township would be able to garner the tax from that particular setup. So it's just something I think the township should study. If they're going to make some improvements, if there's buildings going to be put onto these vacant lots, possibly for whatever purposes they may or may not want. The bottom line is that the township could get some of that money back out of that if there was a corridor authority. And of course, Mr. Pryor would have to look into all that stuff. And that's it. Thank you.
Any more comments? Okay, all right, moving on to 8A, vouchers for payment. Ms. Hirschberger.
I'd like to make a motion for the following vouchers to be approved for payment. General Fund, $89,491.95. Fire District, $6,495.54. Fire Equipment, $3,893.64. Downtown Development, $99.85. Library Operating, $860.44. American Rescue Plan, $305,371.12. Building Department, $60. Sewer O&M Fund, $115.86. For a grand total of $406,388.40.
Support.
Okay, motion is supported by Krista. Any discussion? Okay, let's call the roll, please.
Hirschberger votes aye. Ms. Janusek?
Aye.
Mr. Montroy?
Aye.
Mr. Gore?
Aye.
Mr. Bruning?
Aye.
Mr. Steiner?
Aye.
Mr. Peroni?
Aye, the motion passed 7-0. Okay, item 8B, approve the hiring of a deputy supervisor. Okay, anybody have any comments or questions? I'm looking for the board to approve the hiring of Corey Welch as deputy supervisor. Corey Welch is a well-qualified with experience in government, business, and working in the nonprofit sector. In addition, Corey lives in Bedford Township. Starting salary would be $55,217 and full benefits. Corey's starting date would be November 20th at noon. Anybody have any comments, questions? I just want to say you couldn't have made a better choice. I mean, when you said his name to me a little while back, I was like, quit looking. So congratulations. You're going to do great together. So I'm really excited for you guys. So, okay, look for a motion.
Make the motion that we hire Corey Welch as the deputy supervisor.
Support.
Okay, motion is supported by Bruning. Any discussion?
Can we add a friendly amendment?
Yep. Would you like the
Just
salary and start date?
Start salary, start date, and with full benefits.
I'll accept that.
I'll accept it.
Thank you.
Okay, could you call the roll?
Mr. Gore?
Aye.
Mr. Bruning?
Aye.
Ms. Janusek?
Aye.
Mr. Steiner?
I'm going to give an explanation now instead of waiting until closing. I'm going to vote no respectfully. This is nothing against Corey or Al. First things first here is I don't know how a current supervisor can appoint a new deputy that belongs to a new supervisor incoming. I've never seen that done. I think it actually strips Al a little bit of the honor of hiring Corey and him placing Corey as his deputy. So, I mean, I think this should have been Al's appointment. I did check with Mr. Goldsmith, and he agreed that this should not be appointed by the sitting supervisor when it's into the next term. Corey, I've known you for a long time. I obviously would have voted absolutely yes for you. But it's the principle of how this was handled. I don't think it's correct. You're going to go through anyway. I know nobody else will take that avenue. But, I applaud Al for his decision, and Al and I have talked about it, and I don't have any opposition to you. I just think it should have been Al's appointment, because I think it would have been an honor for him to be coming on board, showing that he's appointing his new staff.
Okay, Mr. Montroy?
Aye.
Hirschberger votes aye. Mr. Peroni?
Aye, and the motion passed 6-1. I didn't put it on the agenda. I didn't even know it was going to be on the agenda, so it don't matter to me who appoints him.
Yeah, but it's got your name on it, Paul.
Al made the memo, so
And this is kind of a different thing.
he wanted to go to work probably starting tomorrow, so I get it, but
Yeah.
don't matter to me. So either way, congratulations. Appointed now, Al, give him some accolades next meeting. Okay, moving on to 8C, approve the purchase updates from Motorola for the fire department. Chief?
Good evening. So right now we're looking to upgrade some of our handhelds and mobile radios that we have through Motorola. This is basically just a security update, just as you would with a computer. Without getting too much into it, it's basically a two-factor authentication. Just like you would with your bank account, you get the text, you can sign into your bank account. It's the same thing that's happening with the radios. So we're looking to purchase that for the price of $5,143.50 out of budget 211.
Yeah, look for a motion.
Go ahead and make the motion that we approve the Motorola Fire Department update for a total cost of $5,143.50 to upgrade the 54 radios, and it will be coming out of budget 211.
I'll support.
Okay, motion is supported by Bruning. Any more discussion? Okay, could you call the roll, please?
Mr. Gore?
Aye.
Mr. Bruning?
Aye.
Mr. Montroy?
Aye.
Mr. Steiner?
Aye.
Ms. Janasek?
Aye.
Hirschberger votes aye. Mr. Peroni?
Aye, the motion passed 7-0.
Thank you.
Chief. Item 8D, approve the 2025 Bedford Township Board meeting schedule.
So there's nothing to adjust on this unless we have some election put on us. Hoping not.
Motion to approve the 2025 Township Board schedule as presented.
Support.
Okay, motion is supported by Bruning. Any more discussion? Okay, could you call the roll, please?
Mr. Steiner?
Aye.
Mr. Bruning?
Aye.
Ms. Janasek?
Aye.
Mr. Montroy?
Aye.
Mr. Gore?
Aye.
Hirschberger votes aye. Mr. Peroni?
Aye, the motion passed 7-0. Item 8E, determination on the unofficial proposed zoning ordinance amendment for marijuana facilities establishment and overlay district map. Look for a motion.
I'll take that, and I'll make the motion. Basically, the Planning Commission has recommended that the Township Board take no further action as the result of the November 5th, 2024 vote, which had the numbers that were in favor of a marijuana district of 6,501 votes. The no votes were 11,473, and also based on the recommendation by legal counsel, they said the same thing, that we should take no further action and recommend that to the board at this time.
Support. I'll support it.
Okay, motion supported by Janazek. Any more discussion?
I have a couple questions reference this, and I was, no offense, Marty, but Phil's been handling all this, and I don't know if he gave you any direction. Where do we go from here, and how often can this group come back to our voters? Is it every election cycle, like at the midterms, or does it have to be, I mean, because this is going to come up again. And
I don't know, I haven't researched the answer to that, but I would say they could bring this initiative every time there is a general election.
Okay.
And the township electorate will be faced with that question each election, and the township may very well then have to do some advance work preparing an ordinance just in the event that passes.
And again, I'll put it out there now, and I'll touch base with Phil. So this group went after 5 marijuana dispensaries under, I believe, the Marijuana Act, because the act superseded the law, or vice versa.
That's correct.
How do we avoid, I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but if we were to in the future allow one, would that negate and they couldn't come back at us and try for 5? Would that suffice the Marijuana Act? Or would we still be open to them still coming up after us?
Well, again, that question is a deep question that I'm not prepared for, but my guess is they could, if they're not satisfied, if the township elected to allow one, for example, and selected one as a number, people would wonder what's the rational basis for 1 versus 5 versus 10. My speculation would be that they could probably start another initiative for more.
That's what I wanted. I was wondering if allowed 1, if that would suffice, but it sounds like they could probably still come and try for more. So we're just going to have to deal with this as it comes up every few years.
Yes, and the reason we are dealing with 5 at this point is because that was the wording in their initiative.
Correct.
So just to touch base with Mr. Kemperth, Mr. Goldsmith, again, he clearly stated that the recommendation was neither the planning nor the township board do any more work or take no further action whatsoever on this initiative right now. You mentioned, 1 shop, if they came back, 2, 3, they could come back and ask for 10, 50. They could ask, it's their initiative. So whatever they put on the ballot, that would be their request, and that would be the yes or no vote. So if they ask for 1, or if they ask for 5, or ask for 10. But if anything passes, the planning commission would then have to develop an ordinance. The township, based on the Marijuana Act, we would be required to create the district that allows it. There's not very many places within Bedford that would allow based on various setbacks from churches, schools, residential, etc. So that tightens it in a little bit more. So even putting 5 along the corridor that was talked about was telegraphed, and it still would have been extremely tight to try to do something like that. So again, if something passes down the road, the township will have to create a zoning district for it. It's like an overlay. And then it would go from there in the future.
Well, hopefully after this resounding defeat, we won't see it again for a little bit.
Yeah, they'll be licking their wounds for a little bit.
Yeah. That's all I had.
We have a motion and support? Oh, we did, okay. Could you call the roll, please?
Mr. Steiner?
Aye.
Ms. Janusek?
Aye.
Mr. Montroy?
Aye.
Mr. Bruning?
Aye.
Mr. Gore?
Aye.
Hirschberger votes aye. Mr. Peroni?
Aye, the motion passed 7-0. Okay, number 9, comments from the public. Comments limited to 2 minutes. Come on up.
Just had to do it. Gail Kane, 1056 West Temperance. We are at day 0, and we are going to be cutting the strings with the puppet, although the puppet master is still going to be in office, and he has been running the office for the last 8 years. However, I would like to bestow upon Mr. Peroni the meritorious award of Crooked Carrot, one for each year of his service that
No.
he sat in the supervisor's
No, thank you.
office.
Have a
And
seat.
trust me,
No, thank you.
it'll stick.
Actually, we do need some carrots at the house, so
Those for
thank you. Are
bait.
they organic? Those organic.
I think they probably are, so they may have that poison on them. You might not want to eat them. Thanks.
Deer.
Okay.
Corey Welch, 9585 Minks Road. I just want to thank the board for their vote of confidence in me for the deputy supervisor position. It's an honor, and I'm super excited to serve the residents of Bedford Township. And thanks for the explanation as well, Rick. Thank you.
Any more comments? Okay, all right. Comments from board members? Mr. Steiner?
Oh, it's been a long 25 years, but yet it seems so short. I've served on all the various boards and commissions pretty much. There's a couple like library I didn't do or park board, but all the rest of them served on over the years. Lamar Frederick, as I stated a couple meetings ago, I walked in here almost 25 years to the day and said I'm here to stay and I'm here to get involved. So he gave me my first appointment in the first 6 months, and then it's just been history from there. So it's been a lot of interesting ups and downs and turns and twists. Paul, you and I have gotten into it a few times, but bygones are bygones, and you know what? We move forward. And so I think that, again, I gave you my explanation of why I voted no, and I think Corey clearly understands that. I just felt that it's Al's honor to do the job. So other than that, I'm also retiring from my full-time employment, and that will be January 6th, which is also 25 years to the day. But you guys know how to get a hold of me if you ever want to tap me for some extra help or resource. Just don't do it on my planned golf day. Thursday afternoons. That's the day I'm working so I can play golf. So, Trudy, you and I have been here since, as one of Lamar's old sayings, since dirt, right? Been great working with you, and go back to the days of Bob, and God rest his soul. Bob was a Democrat. I was a Republican. Bob didn't care. Bob endorsed me. Bob pushed me hard to run, and Bob made sure I got involved. So that's what I'd love to see more of in this country, not just Bedford, but across this country. Stop with, you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, you're an independent, you're a far liberal, you're a far righty. Just sit down and work together. And I think this country will be a much better place. Krista, I think you and I have got, you've been, you were in the Treasury Department for how many years now? 22. So I've seen you around for that many years, and obviously the last number of years on the Township Board. Paul, 4 years Park Board was it? And then 8 here? So
Park Board 4 trustee and 8.
Okay, so you've got 16. Oh, good luck there. I know that you got your challenge ahead now that you got to figure out what kind of work you're going to do to raise an army. Unless you making your wife go back to work or something.
Maybe I'll retire with you, Rick.
Golf game. Todd, this is you're going into what, your 5th year coming up?
Yeah, 5th year on Township Board.
Yeah, so it'll be 5th year. So good working with you, Todd. Good luck and success with your gun shop and your business. Good luck on the board. Joe, you and I have worked on the Township Board. We worked together on BZA, some issues there. Good luck and thank you for your service, not just here, but also as a police officer. People like you and our fire department put your lives on the line every day. So thank you for that. Craig, you and I don't know each other very well. It's been 4 years plus, about 6 because you came in midterm. So again, good working with everybody, and hopefully things go well going forward.
Okay, Mr. Montroy?
Nothing from me.
Okay, Mr. Gore?
It's just been a pleasure, both Rick and Paul. Thank you for everything you've done for our community, both of you. A lot of people like to gripe and groan, and they don't do anything about it. But you guys stepped up, whether you got along with people, didn't get along with people, at least you guys answered the call, you stepped up, and everybody that sits on this board has one thing in mind, and that's to move Bedford Township forward, and make Bedford Township
Great again.
great. Okay? And I appreciate both of you for all you've done for this community over the years, whether it's been Park Board, whether it's been volunteering, whether it's been through your church and your community and everything like that. So you guys are great examples for the young kids out there to get involved in something to give back to your community. So thank you, both of you.
Okay, Mr. Bruning?
I'd like to wish everyone a good night, good weekend. The Mules, Lady Mules are playing tonight. I don't know how they're doing. Hopefully they can bring a win home tonight. I'd like to thank you for your service, Rick. Best of luck in the future, your retirement. You got to do something to stay busy, though. Figure something else out besides golf. Okay, and then Paul, I'd like to thank you for your service. We always haven't agreed on everything, but you are leaving Bedford with a surplus in the general fund and a surplus in the rainy day fund. So Al's set up pretty nice. And thanks for your service.
Thank you.
Paul.
Appreciate it. Ms. Janizek?
I just want to wish Rick congratulations on your upcoming retirement and your future endeavors that you're going to do. And thank you, Paul. I want to thank you. We didn't get along at first, but we worked through it. Mm-hmm. And I want to congratulate you for moving on, and good luck with your future endeavors with your family.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Ms. Hirschberger?
New board members will officially take office tomorrow at noon. Township Hall will be closed on Thursday, November 28th and Friday, November 29th to observe Thanksgiving holiday. Hope everyone has a nice holiday. Rick, I hope you enjoy your retirement. It was really nice, all the years we spent working together. And Paul, it was great working with you. We had our differences, but we worked them out and pretty much got along, and I want to wish you great endeavors with your wife, the adventure you guys are going to take, and hopefully we'll see you both around on boards or something. Look at him, though. Rick's like, yes, Rick will come back.
Maybe when I
Thank
get to
you.
Lamar's age, when I'm really, really old. Just kidding, Lamar, I love you. Okay, I'm going to read a quick proclamation. So I don't know if anybody knows, but it's National Entrepreneurs Month. And so Frank Johnson, if you'd like to come on up here, this is Adam Duckworth's father-in-law. He couldn't be here tonight, but I'm going to read a proclamation to a Bedford grad. So this is a proclamation honoring Adam Duckworth for National Entrepreneur Month, November 2024. Whereas Bedford Township is proud of its strong community spirit and dedication to fostering innovation, creativity, and economic growth. And whereas the month of November is recognized nationally as National Entrepreneur Month, a time to celebrate the visionaries whose entrepreneurial endeavors strengthen local economies, create opportunities, and inspire future generations. And whereas Adam Duckworth, a proud native of Temperance, Michigan, has distinguished himself as an exemplary entrepreneur demonstrating innovation, leadership, and a commitment to business excellence. And whereas Adam Duckworth's entrepreneurial success has not only made an impact beyond our township, but has also served as a source of pride and inspiration to our residents of Bedford Township, showcasing the positive influence that local entrepreneurs can have on the broader community. And whereas Adam Duckworth, over a decade ago, founded Travelmation, a national innovative travel agency that creates unforgettable personalized experiences for clients around the world. And whereas Adam Duckworth has grown and leads Travelmation's network of over 2,200 travel advisors across nearly all 50 U.S. states, who make traveling easy with pre-trip planning and destination support and access to over 400 travel companies and their partners. And whereas through his dedication to his craft, Adam Duckworth has exemplified the spirit of perseverance, creativity, and service, embodying the values that make Bedford Township a special place to live, work, and whereas his contributions to the business world, combined with his passion for giving back to the community, have made him a role model for entrepreneurs, both present and future, throughout Bedford Township and beyond. And whereas during National Entrepreneur Month, it is fitting to recognize Adam Duckworth for his outstanding achievements, his dedication to his entrepreneurial community, and his ongoing efforts to uplift and inspire others. And now, therefore, I, Paul Peroni, Supervisor, Bedford Township, Michigan, do hereby proclaim the month of November as National Entrepreneur Month in honor of Adam Duckworth's extraordinary contributions to the entrepreneurial community, and encourage all citizens to join in recognizing and celebrating his achievements during National Entrepreneur Month 2024. Congratulations. Thank you. that was a lot. Whew. So yeah, it's my last board meeting, and I'm very excited. My wife and I, we bought a motorhome, and we're going to be leaving this winter for a year in a motorhome. So that's our plan to start. But 16 years is a long time in politics. I started in park board and then trustee, and then 8 years full-time. Full-time is a lot different than part-time. I found that out when I was elected. You know, some of the employees would be like, you know, you haven't been in here full-time. It's a lot different. The trustees don't really get a full picture of really what goes on. But it's been great working with everybody over the years. You know, they all said it. Politics is not easy. You're not all going to agree. If everybody's up here agreeing every meeting, there's a problem. And we butted heads a lot. That's because we all really care. And when you all really care about something, you butt heads. And I wear my sleeve on my shoulder, so I can get very compassionate because I cared. But over the 8 years full time, we got a lot done, and things that are gonna, you know, move on for years. Like Mr. Bruning said, we have a large fund balance, large rainy day fund, lots of great projects moving. Our roads are updated, our fire departments are updated. Our parks are probably the one area that could use some help, but our maintenance building's going up out back. All our departments run smooth, and everybody in Township Hall, to my knowledge, works very, very well together, and all enjoys working together, especially since I haven't been there in a little bit, but I'm just kidding. But no, it's been an honor serving, and you know, some of the citizens are more difficult than others, but I love them all, and I love working with everybody. The Lord has taught me a lot through this time, and patience is one of them, and you know, just being kind, but I really appreciate it, and it's been a joy working with everybody, and you guys, wish you the best of luck moving forward, and you know, keep doing what you do. But I do want to say one more thing about my deputy, Al. I'm so proud of you, and it's been an honor working with you. He's been like a father to me, and I've learned a lot from you. So this community's in good hands with Al. We don't see eye to eye, but he's a good man, and he's going to work very hard. So I'm really excited. And Corey, you know, congratulations as well. So you guys are going to be a great team. So other than that, you ready? Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Adjourn.
All right.